Well, there was an article that was floating around, which actually ended up being fake, which I just found out. But basically, they were claiming that the prosecution said that if King Von was still alive, then he would be charged for this crime. But that wasn't even a real article.
Well, it wouldn't make any sense. They were co-defendants. So in our state, let's say you and I agree to do an armed robbery, but I say, you know what, we're just going to put our fingers in our jackets and pretend like we have guns.
Mhm.
Okay, we're going to do it. But unbeknownst to me, you decide to bring a real gun. We go in there and you shoot up the place. And I'm like, what the hell are you doing? I'm running away. It's like I pulled the trigger myself. And that's what party to a crime in Georgia means. So King Juan being alive or not being alive has no merit on it. It's not like he was testifying or anything like that. And so they could have brought charges against the others if they wanted to.
How did you feel when King Von got killed?
You know, my disappointment has just sort of gone away. It's like I'm so jaded now that it's just not unexpected. It's just like a matter of time is the way I look at it with these folks. I mean, you're rich, you're successful. Just put it behind you for the love of God. But sometimes people just can't. And so I felt bad, talked to Durk about it and all that kind of stuff. But
What did Durk say when you talked to him?
I mean, that's his good friend. I mean, he's hurt. And, back then he wasn't famous and, you lose contact over time. I'm just not one of those high profile lawyers or whatever. But sometimes you follow up with him and now I know he's in custody in Los Angeles and he's got a tough time there. But it doesn't surprise me anymore. The thing that happened with Durk, I'm just like, what in the world is happening after we won our case?
Yeah.
He takes off, right? I mean, he just blows up. He signed a much bigger record deals. He's performing with the musician out of Canada. That's whatever. Drake, the one sings about being sad all the time or whatever. And I'm just like, why do you have to do this stuff? Or, renting private jets or hiring hits on people. It's just beyond me.
Yeah, no, my friend Drew Findling's actually representing him in that case.
Drew is in Atlanta and he's an excellent lawyer, so he's in good hands.
Yeah, I love Drew. And after you helped him beat a attempted murder case, he is now in jail with a murder for hire, where the murder actually occurred.
Sure.
And now he's facing potentially life in prison.
Right.
Over, honestly, something that could have been avoided if he had anything to do with it.
Yeah. Well, if I can plug myself, it's like all these rappers that we had before they became super famous are now all clients of Drew. So I want to say I was there first and take some credit.
Well, and then most recently, you represented Hernandez Govan.
Yes.
Where you helped him beat his murder case or the whole Young Dolph situation. And you actually sat in his part of the interview. So for everyone that actually wants to see in depth what you guys went through in court, you can watch the Hernandez interview. But congratulations on winning that. That was a big deal.
I think more so than winning, I think we exposed some of the underbelly that happens in Memphis and a lot of other cities. And that's where I take the greatest pride. I'm very happy for Hernandez and his family, but I'm hoping there might be some change and there might be some outcry because Dolph was so beloved. And I know his family's angry and all that. I really think they should be angry at the DA for bringing this case and filling their head full of ideas that somebody's done something that they couldn't prove. They're just aiming their anger at the wrong people.